The U.S. auto industry is revving up for its best year since 2019. With nearly 16 million vehicles expected to hit the roads, surging EV sales, and prices finally easing, 2024 is shaping up to be a game changer. But what's driving this comeback, and what challenges lie ahead? Let's dive in. Revving toward recovery. The auto industry in the United States has gone through hard times with major swings in the supply chain, economic shocks, and shifts in consumers' choices in a relatively short period of time. But it rises early 2024 to hit truly staggering heights. S&P Global, Edmunds, Cox Automotive, and other leading market research firms expect that the volume of new vehicle sales in the U.S. will increase to almost 16 million vehicles, which will be the best result since the 2019 year, when almost 17 million vehicles were sold. Now we have an important turning point for car manufacturers, dealers, as well as for buyers, shaped by better product availability, fair price schemes, and more accessible financing. As we start our journey in these areas, full of opportunities, let us look at the reasons behind this resurgence, as well as the issues that are to be faced in the future. The numbers speak, a revival in auto sales. According to Global Automotive Outlook, 2024 new passenger cars registrations in the United States will be higher by 2.5%, year 2019, and total will touch nearly 16 million units. It brings it to the pre-COVID level, thus a healthy utilization rate from 51% to approximately 49%. The recovery is fueled by three key factors: the ordinary inventory, competitions and relieved fiscal restraints. The outstanding supply of vehicles has increased choices for all classes, and car makers are providing considerable cash, rebates, and low monthly payment schemes to new buyers who were locked out last year. Also, lower % fixed interest rates and even better loan terms are making cars more affordable. Currently, Edmunds expects the average transaction price of new vehicles in 2024 will be slightly lower than 2023 at $47,465 than $47,851, but much higher than 2019 at $37,310. This has a trend towards price fixity, which should mean additional value added for the consumer and favorable long-term outlook for this sector. Electric vehicles, powering the future. Another area exhibiting growth in the year 2024 auto market is electric vehicles, also known as EVs. Besides, the company's Cox Automotive expects new registered EV sales in the U.S. to stand at 1.3 million units, an 8% market share. This growth is still below previous visions of getting to a 10% market share. Tesla's shifting dominance. EV market leader Tesla is looking at a possible year-over-year decline for the first time since 2014. Nevertheless, the Tesla Model Y and Model 3 are still the benchmark sales figures for new electric cars in the American market. However, Hyundai Motor Group and General Motors, GM, accompanied by other competitors, continue to transform the electric vehicle market. To elaborate the progress being made, GM has seen a 2.7% increase of its market share of EVs year on year, expanding the electrified ecosystem. Other forms of electric cars, hybrids, and plug-in hybrid vehicle models are also quickly coming to the market. The specialists believe that the sales of electrified vehicles in the United States will consist of a quarter of new cars by the middle of the next decade, where more than 10% of them will be fully electric. However, such growth has its endeavor and obstacles, as discussed in this paper. Another factor is the emerging possibility of revocation of federal EV credits. Automaker highlights, riding the wave. Even in the future profit, the automaker still lagged below the 2019 regional market, although the global market had its best year in 2024. Sales in the automotive giant GM have risen in the last quarter by 20.8%. while it has sold 125% more electric vehicles. YTD sales growth came in weaker at 4.3%, but GM has an average transaction price of $51,119, well positioned for a revenue revolver. To be specific, the regional Q4 sales were up by a record 88.8% over the previous year. Or more specifically, while sales of EVs were up 16.3%, that of hybrids 26.5%. Rivian exceeded the forecast by sending 14,180 units in the fourth quarter and 51,579 for the whole year. These insights highlighted in the paper demonstrate how automotive companies are adopting park behavioral strategies to propose new business models to exist in a new scenario environment. The broader implications. The prospect of great turnover revival in the American auto industry in 2024 means a lot more than simple arithmetic transformation. It signals the dawn of a new era in development and evolution for the industry. This recovery brings new kinds of change, as companies are no longer interested only in such indicators as unit sales or revenue growth. Rather, what they are doing is investing several billions in technology and creating new technologies. One core field is advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS, through which vehicle safety is being transformed and the path to autonomous driving opened. These systems not only make driving more convenient, but they also take the chances of occurrence of an accident to a very minimum of what car manufacturers are striving for in the industry. At the same time, manufacturers of automobiles also begin posting greater emphasis on the consideration of ecological issues in delivering their products. From challenging conventional manufacturing material and process to increasing electric vehicle production lines and delivering less carbon emission committed operational strategies, the industry is shifting towards sustainable development. This dual concern with technology and the environment is intentional and marks a new and improving direction for the automotive industry. Economic impact. The reinvention of the auto industry brings some consequences when it comes to the American economy. More production and increase of employment opportunities, plus spending. Benefits can be expected to reach out to other industries. Environmental considerations. The push for electrification is therefore in sync with the global call for change of climate. This paper has highlighted some of the major issues that shall need to be resolved as the utilization of EVs increases, such as battery recycling, the charging stations, and the energy grid. Navigating the road ahead, while the Biden administration ramps up the country's auto industry for what is projected to be its best year since the grounding of the 2019 models, optimism is still colored with uncertainty. The forecasted revenues indicate building the outcome back from the problems of the recent years and a step towards a more stable and innovative business. I want to thank you for participating on this ride through the changes in the automotive industry. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please do like the video, share it, and hit that subscribe button for further teasers and breakdowns. Stay safe behind the wheel, and we'll catch up with you in the next vid.